So we can start with this presentation about creation of a simple multi-T-SIG using 3 different hardware wallets.
Hi, I'm Riccardo Casatta. I work at Blockstream. I'm Valerio's colleague. And in this presentation, I'm basically just here to morally support Valerio.
Thank you. And I'm Valerio. I work for Blockstream, but in this presentation, I will just use only a Jade and other kind of hardware wallet and also a software wallet that is not developed by Blockstream. So you can imagine this like a place in which you take a lot of different solutions and put it together. So it's not simple, but we can do it. So the most important slide is the meme. So I buy Bitcoin. I store it securely in an offline and encrypted multisig wallet. Then I hodl, and then I forget the wallet password. So there is a problem. Now I think the multisig is something interesting and become something that you can do easily at home. So okay, you can use everything from this presentation, and I hope that you will really use if you are interested in multi-sig or in testing or in learning how you can do it at home. So the agenda is that we will check what is a multi-sig and what is a hardware wallet, and I will teach you, if I can, how to prepare your hardware wallet and create your multi-sig. Unfortunately, there are a lot of steps. If I have time, I will show you in real just a transaction and how you can sign a transaction after you set up your multisig wallet. And after, if you have a question, welcome. So what is a multisig? A multisig stands for multisignature. Is a kind of address. Is a kind of wallet that require that signature for 2 or more private key. As an example, 2 of 3 multisig means that you have 3 keys and you need 2 in order to sign a transaction. And multisig has a lot of interesting properties you can use for improve the securities. You can also use for shared custody, so 3 people can decide how to spend this amount of Satoshi and reducing the single point of failure. Multisig setups are flexible, but on the other hand, it means that you need to work a bit more. It's not so immediate like a single sig. What is an hardware wallet? An hardware wallet is some device that allow you to securely store your private keys, and you can use this device for sign transaction, but also you can generate public keys, addresses, and maybe you can use only use for in order to create your mnemonic using external entropy like DICEs, for example. The idea of an hardware wallet is that you can connect to a computer or to a smartphone, and the secrets are never exposed. So if you have problem, if you have virus or malware on your computer, then your funds are safe if you check on the hardware wallet what kind of transaction you are signing. So we can see that the hardware wallet add an extra layer of securities and control to your funds. And I think it's a good way that allow to make self-custody a bit more practical and a bit more secure for normal people. I mean, you don't have to use a very, very safe operating system or to be a master of Linux in order to have a bit more security. You can use an hardware wallet. What is not an hardware wallet, unfortunately, is not a backup solution. So when you use an hardware wallet, you still need some way to handle backup of your mnemonic. Is not also a transaction creator. So the hardware wallet don't know your UTXO, so cannot you cannot create a transaction using an hardware wallet only, but you need a software wallet. In the same way, it's not something that show you the balance or some other information on your funds. You can generate mnemonic using an hardware wallet, but here the problem is that if you generate the mnemonic using your hardware wallet, you are giving a lot of trust to the hardware wallet. So,
if I may add something, now that I read the slide, I just reviewed the slide from Valerio like 2 days ago, and yesterday or maybe today, there was a tweet from some company that is proposing to call it hardware signer, and indeed it makes much more sense because it's doing everything but the wallet part. It's just signing. So,
yeah. Thanks. So now the idea is to check some hardware wallet and try to construct a multisig using 3 different hardware wallets. And we decide to use 3 different hardware wallets that come from 3 separated vendors that has different approaches, different backup, different storages, 3 different hardware implementation, so we can make collaboration with all these 3 pieces of hardware in order to create a multi-sig. And this is something interesting because when you use a hardware wallet, you have to put up little trust in the vendor. Maybe you cannot check the firmware every time. You have to put also a bit of trust in the hardware provider, and in various implementation, if you use a multisig, you are you don't need too much trust in the hardware, because at least you will need to use 2 different hardware wallets. So this is an idea in order to use different hardware wallet in order to create a multisig. You can do the same using the same kind of hardware wallet, but maybe you can use 3 different hardware. And we have these three hardware wallet implementation. And the first one is Jade, and I like not only because I work for Blockstream, but because I was involved in the first stages of Jade creation. Is an open source hardware wallet developed by Blockstream, has support for Bitcoin and Liquid, and is USB-C and Bluetooth compatible, so iPhone owners are happy. We have also the Bluetooth, and has a large color screen and QR code support. So we have also a camera, so you can use also a communication using QR code. And it also has a DIY building process documented, so you can try the same Jade firmware on some hardware that you can buy on different providers that are not Blockstream. So you buy some board in the internet, and maybe you can flash the Jade firmware on it, or you can use for test. The second one is Bitbox 02, is another open source hardware focused on Bitcoin and secure practices. It has a kind of different interaction using the touch sliders, and the pins are not physical, but you have to touch, and you can move and click. And it has a secure chip architecture, so you has a secure element inside. I forgot to say that Jade don't use a physical secure element, but a kind of software secure element. We use a blind oracle, an external oracle, in order to have something that acts like a secure element. And also the Bitbox has the micro SD backup as another way of backupping your seed. So the third one is really another different hardware wallet. Is a seed signer. Is totally do-it-yourself. It's a fully open source Bitcoin hardware wallet. You have just to buy something off-the-shelf part, put it together, and you can have an hardware wallet. There is no specialized secure chip, because the idea is to use stateless. You never save secret on the device, but every time you need, before use, you have to load your secret on the device. Okay, maybe this is something that you cannot easily you cannot use easily at pub, for example, but has another way that a lot of hardware wallets are following. Also, the Jade you can use in this stateless mode in order to not save the mnemonic inside the flash of your hardware wallet. it works using the QR code and the camera, so it's a good idea for a totally air-gapped setup. So our first step is to prepare the hardware. So you have your the devices, and the first step is to update the firmware. And usually you have to use a companion app or maybe some image that you can download from the manufacturer website. Then you have to generate, or better restore, a mnemonic that you did in another way on your device, and then we will see how to complete the configuration. So, like for Jade, you have to connect your Jade and update the firmware, and you have a different way to update the firmware. You can use the Blockstream Green app. You can use the setup page. On some hardware wallet, you can use a USB stick that you can download firmware and put firmware in your USB stick and attach to Jade. Then you need to create a new wallet or restore from your backup. Usually you have to follow the on-screen instruction, and if you want to store your mnemonic inside Jade, you need to set up a device pin, and the device pin is something that, in collaboration with the pin server, allow you to retrieve a very big password that is used for encrypt the mnemonic inside the flash. And every time you will restart Jade, in order to read this encrypted blob, you need this password, and you can retrieve via the pin oracle. So in order to do that, it means that your software wallet need an internet connection, because your software wallet will exchange some encrypted payloads with the blind pin server in order to retrieve this information. And at the end, you have to backup the mnemonic of your wallet. If you have the bitbox is similar, you need the official app. So the official app allow you to upload the new firmware if needed, and you have to create your wallet. The bitbox app require you to insert a micro SD card inside bitbox in order to generate a micro SD card backup. I suggest you to also create a paper backup in which you write down your mnemonic, and you can backup your secret in the same way like other. Seed Signer is a bit different because Seed Signer is based on a Raspberry Pi, so you need an image of the operative system that will run in the Raspberry Pi. The first step is assemble your hardware wallet, because usually you have different parts to put together: the board, the display, and the camera. Then you can flash the operative system. You have just to download an image and flash on an SD card. If you need, this is a bit different from other hardware wallet. When you use seed signer, you have to choose mainnet or testnet. In our case, we will use Signet, but we have to set seed signer on testnet in order to proceed. And after, you can generate or import a mnemonic. And the funny things on seed signer is that you can manually draw a QR code that contains your mnemonic. So the next time you will not need to write all words inside the device. You have just to scan your QR code. And the seed signer don't store the mnemonic inside the hardware, so take care, because every time you will need the seed signer, you will need to re-enter, scan or type your mnemonic. So now it's time to speak about the software wallet that we will use. Today we will use Sparrow. Sparrow is a very interesting software wallet, so it's something that you can install on your computer and support a lot of hardware wallet in air-gapped mode also. So it is full of features, has very interesting interface, has a lot of functionalities. Work on mainnet, on testnet, on signet, on various testnet also 3, 4, and I think has something interesting that is a way to create a multisig in a very simple way, and in the same time has distinct parts for the signer. So you have to download some signer, and you have another part to configure your wallet, your multisig wallet, using the signer or the watch-only key store that you configure. So we will use Signet. Okay, it's not the best testnet, but it's something that works. And unfortunately, it's always sometimes you have pain using different kind of testnet, but I think using testnet or Signet is a very good way to learn. You don't need to use real money, but you can get some fake Bitcoin that you can use in order to try to learn to be prepared when you will use mainnet. And it's similar to mainnet, so you can use it in order to learn how you can create transaction, how to can create your multisig, move your funds or something like that. So the first step is to create two or three, in that case, native Segwit wallet. I can show you. A bit better here. So you have these key stores that are the that will contains all the parts for a multisig setup. Like now we are interested in create a, I said, 2 or 3 multisignature native Segwit setup. So I will need to set 3 key stores. One of these will be attached to my, if we are in 3, everyone will have one attached to the real hardware wallet, and other 2 are like the XPub that other people, of the hardware wallet that other people will use. So in this example, I will load Jade as key store 1. So I have to, in this case is connected using USB. So I need to press scan, and I will found. Here I will have information that a Jade is found, and I can import the key, the public key. And for the other 2 key signer, I show you that I will insert this information, one for Bitbox and one for seed signer, and I get this information from this page. So when I attach my hardware wallet, I have a lot of information that I have to share with other parties that will create with me this multisig. So the XPub, maybe the derivation, and the master fingerprint are something that allow me to understand how he's working my multisig. And I will, sorry. Okay. I will repeat for the 3 other hardware wallet. In that case, we can have 3 different Sparrow in 3 different places. So 3 different people will try to create this multisig. And for Bitbox is very similar. Attach your Bitbox, press scan. Okay, you will need to confirm the pairing. It's something that appears, and you have to push some button. But at the end, you have to import the same information. This one is the second, so the second Sparrow will need to import information from Jade or from seed signers in order to understand how the multisig is working. And the Sparrow is a bit different because Sparrow is totally air-gapped, so I will need to sorry, seed signer. It's totally air-gapped, so you need to select, and you have to load mnemonic in the seed signer. You have to find out the way to export the XPub, and you have to specify that I want a multisig XPub and using Sparrow as a software wallet, and at the end you will have a QR code, and Sparrow will ask you to read this QR code using your camera. So you can import XPub on that way. And when you want to complete, you have to insert this information from the other peers of the multisig. And at the end, you will have the complete multisig, and you can check this. This one is a descriptor that describes the structure of my multisig. I can also generate some addresses and check that are the same in the different software wallet. And remember that you need to backup your descriptor, because when you use a multisig, you need also the backup of the XPub or of the structure of the multisig. So if you lose information about your multisig, maybe you are no more able to reconstruct and to spend funds. So in order to receive funds, it's very simple. You have to you have to click receive, and the software will show you an address of this multisig. Some hardware wallet allow you to check on the hardware wallet also that this address is connected to this multisig, and it's a functionality that maybe you have to. I think it's very important. So every time you generate an address, please check also on the hardware wallet in order to be sure that it's your address. Then you can spend funds. So I can show something. This is one on my software wallet. I decide to have 3 different software wallets on the same machine for the presentation, and this is the structure. So I have 3 key stores. That means 3 hardware wallets in that case: the Jade, the Bitbox, and the seed signer. And it's a multisig. I can create a receiving address, but I can also try to spend something. This hardware wallet I create for this presentation. So I did some tests, and the idea is to, in order to spend, I want to send some funds to an address. How many? 10,000 Satoshi. And here I have the transaction. I can ask to Sparrow to create transaction and to finalize transaction for signing. Here I have 2 empty boxes that will show me when I have a signature. So now I can connect one hardware wallet. I will try using Jade, if it works, because Murphy law is always present. I create a sign. I scan, and the Jade is asking me the unlocking pin. I will write my secret, very secure pin code, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I will not tell you the last digit. For
security reasons.
Oh, I'm not connected. Okay, I'm not connected on the internet, so I cannot receive information from the PIN server, but I hope I can solve immediately. Ooh. No, look like I cannot. Okay. I have on presentation. So I saw this this page. In that case, my Jade was unlocked, so I insert correctly the pin, and I can use this for sign. And at the end, I have the same screen, but here I have a signature from Jade. So I can do the same using another hardware wallet like the Bitbox, or if I want to do the second signature on another computer, maybe I can save the PSBT in a file and send to the other computer, send to my colleagues, send to the people that will do the second signature. They will import and they will reach this screen. So they recognize that there is Jade signature. We will miss another one. So now I will try to sign using Bitbox. And so I have to search. I find out that the Bitbox. I can press sign. And now I have two signatures. And two signatures are enough for broadcast this transaction, so for finalize and send this transaction to the network. And this is the transaction. And at the end, I have here, I can show here. In the transaction list, okay, this one is the transaction that I signed using my two hardware wallet. And so it was, I think, more harder to explain that how complex is in real. You can try easily using maybe testnet funds. So some night when you don't sleep, you can learn something more about multisig. If you have questions, I have internet now. No question? All clear? Please.
Yeah, great presentation. Congrats.
Thank you.
Are you using a classic one or the Plus? I'm talking about the Jade.
I'm using the Jade Plus.
All right, perfect. If designers are located in different spots, I mean, around the world, each and every one of them have to reconstruct the whole wallet in Sparrow using his wallet and also the descriptor. Is it right?
Yeah.
This is not for the regular people, right? I mean,
True. That's true, but I mean, you can also you can delegate one to construct the multisig and just share the descriptor to other people. But I think the good part I did in that way in order to let you understand how you can check what parts. So it's not only that you import the descriptor, you have only to check if the descriptor is really what you need. Because from the descriptor you will derive the addresses. Okay, you can share the descriptor. You can elect one and use and import the descriptor, and the descriptor will import all the XPub information, and when you sign, everyone will have an hardware wallet that sign just one part of the descriptor. We can say one XPub, so the output, the signature for each UTXO in the input connected to my descriptor.
3 more questions. I am going to make it in a row for the next people. What other software solutions, software clients, besides Sparrow, do you recommend or can you mention? That's the first one. The second one, can we apply this on USDT? I know that the answer is yes, but it's not with this software. So the third question goes to, do you know any software solution for USDT, but not for Liquid? I mean, for the regular, the most used blockchains, I mean, mostly Ethereum and Tron. That's it, thank you.
Okay. The first part is there are other software that allow you to create the multisig, yes. I think actually Sparrow is very easy. Okay, I like a lot the command line, but people usually don't like it. If you have the opportunity, you can, and you like command line, I think you have to check the BDK, the Bitcoin Development Kit, and some people are creating some wallet based on that. And it's very, the powerful of descriptor is that if you need only the descriptor, is some common standard that you can use. So I think actually Sparrow is the most usable one. I think that everyone can use very easily, but maybe in future other company will create more complex or better, more complex and more simple to use software wallet. In order to multisig on other chains except Liquid, no, I don't know. Liquid is very similar, so it's almost the same concept work also for Liquid, but Sparrow don't support Liquid. And for other chain, I'm sorry, I'm just a Bitcoin guy, so.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Yeah.
Or maybe Liana is another software wallet on Bitcoin that can handle multisig, similar way to Sparrow. Liana?
So I have a question. What will happen if you export by mistake an XPub, a single sig XPub, from the Jade or from the Bitbox or from the seed signer? If the XPubs are single sig XPubs, one of them or all three of them, you will create a kind of Frankenstein wallet. Will it work or no? Because you are receiving, but can you spend it?
You will lose the money.
If also one of them?
Yeah. If it's depend. I mean, on this topic, things are complex on multisig, and you have to be very careful on backup of public parts also. Thanks God, we have a way to usually now we have a way to order the XPub. So because you have to also record the order of XPub, not only the correct XPub. And yes, if you do mistake, okay, the XPub has some correction code, but if you write another valid XPub, you are creating another wallet, yes.
Yeah. There is a mitigation if you, after the setup, you just check the address on all the other wallets. If it match, they have the same descriptor.
Other question? I have internet and maybe I can create a signature, maybe. Okay. Now Jade is showing some information about the transaction. One interesting things. Okay, now I confirm, and now I have a signature. One interesting things that now appear in hardware wallet is that you can register a multisig. So register the structure of multisig inside your hardware wallet, and this allows you to check addresses and to recognize the changes. So it's very good because you can easily recognize if you are signing something from your multisig or from another multisig. So some hardware wallet Jade allow you to give a name to your multisig. So you can mitigate a bit more so you have to check less things. I mean, you don't need to check changes, addresses, or something like that.
You spoke about seed signer and the possibility to check a private key with a QR code. Some printers are connected with internet, so maybe it can be a way to attack and to see directly the private key. I mean, isn't a path basically to lose the funds?
On QR code?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can draw your QR code by yourself. So you need a grid. It's not so complex. Don't put information, especially don't put mnemonic in some connected computer. So just use something that is not connected. Like now, also Jade support with seed QR code in which the hardware wallet show some pieces of the QR code, and you can draw by yourself your QR code and use this handmade QR code. It's something funny also because you can construct a QR code by yourself without using a printer. You need some night in which you cannot sleep and you can try this funny methodology in order to write a QR code.
My final question, regarding the seed signer and the QR code that you have to create and paint it by yourself, don't you think it's too risky to bring the QR with the phrase, with the secret on you, wherever you go?
It's dependent from you. I think if I cannot print or use something connected, I prefer. This is my setup, because I don't want to use something that maybe it's risky and add another mitigation like another I don't want too much complicated setup, and on the other side, I don't want to put something online or on different hardware devices like a printer. But now also, I think also for seed signer, there are a lot of people that try to add some board that allow you to save secret in a seed signer is totally open source. So it's also very, very easy to test something more, like on hardware, open source hardware wallet like Crux. You can attach a very dumb thermal printer that allow you to print a QR code, or you can also attach an engraver machine that allow you to engrave your seed QR in piece of metal or wood. So actually, a lot of people are thinking a way to create a QR code, save this secret in a kind of good way for your privacy. I think everyone has different knowledge, different, I think you have to find out your way, which one is good for you, but take care of connected things in which you give some information about your mnemonic.
Thank you.
And on the other side, if you add some more information, like encrypt something, take care that if you create a very complicated setup, it's very hard to back up also.